This is I Am AVL. I'm Alli Marshall, and we are back talking about DIG Festival, which takes place in 8 venues around downtown Asheville, August 22nd and 23rd. And Red Honey is here in the studio with me. They're performing at the One Stop on Saturday at 10:45. That is still correct, right?
That's still correct.
All right. And Erica, why don't you introduce the band for us? Tell us who they are and what everybody plays.
It would be my pleasure. We have Mr. Brad Pope here, and he plays the lead guitar and some rhythm, and occasionally he'll throw in a little mandolin action on a few songs. We got Mr. Mike Gray, and he plays drums, all percussion-related things, and Mr. John Paul Hess on the upright bass there. He sometimes plays the electric bass as well, and the keys, and the pedal foot synth.
I got it making it a lot easier now. I just play bass guitar.
He plays bass.
She said we were going to do it acoustic. I brought the big bass.
That's true.
Because otherwise I'd have to plug it into something, and then that would be kind of violating the aesthetic of doing it acoustically. And I'm happy to bring the big bass. Just not on the big stage when she's got an electric guitar, because all of a sudden it's like, man, you can't hear this, you know? So then I was like, I got to plug in an electric bass so we can be at the same level. That's why things are the way they are. But today she's got an acoustic guitar. So if we do a song, if they let us do a song, it'll be all acoustic. And it'll be different, very different at the One Stop when we're electric and plugged in. Because it'll be a lot more louder and raucous. And Mike here, he's going to be playing on the vagina drum here, but in the live show, he's going to be playing on a full trap set, like rock and roll with a kick drum.
All right, JP, since you're not on a mic, we're just going to go ahead and continue on with some other questions for the band, such as you guys have been touring a good bit lately. I know that you were just in South Carolina last weekend. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what that's like, Erica?
Sure. It's
just being on the road.
Being on the road, it's a lot of fun. It's an adventure. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of everything. I don't know how to put it other than that.
Yeah, what have you found about audiences in other places versus in Asheville? Do you notice a difference in how people listen or respond to the band?
I think that when we head out of town, we see like a really incredible response. Not that we don't see that here in Asheville, but like going to other places, they're just like, we haven't really seen anything like this, what you guys do. So that's
like
cool.
Good music, like in other towns.
Yeah, good music.
All the bands in all the other towns are nowhere near as good as any bands in Nashville.
Well, we do have a really rich, beautiful music scene here, and I don't think it's as vibrant anywhere else,
Yeah, I've definitely heard that from a lot of people who live here and play in bands here, but also from bands who are coming in from out of town and are surprised at what they find. And I feel like DIG Festival is kind of a great example of that, because it's a lot of wonderful local talent and then some cool bands from around the region as well.
Yeah. We tried to bring them all together this year to bring in some more regional acts and people that are really out there working it, and getting out of Asheville for the local musicians, the ones that are getting out there and touring more regionally.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like it's helpful as a local musician to meet bands from the region? Like, do you ever find you're able to make connections and share shows or get tips on where to play in other towns?
Totally. That happens more and more. And like sometimes you'll play a show with somebody, and then a year or two later, you like run into them at a different show, and then that turns into another show. And it's just kind of crazy how, it's like when you run into somebody in the grocery store and then you run into them like out on the sidewalk, and it's like you haven't seen that person maybe in years, but then all of a sudden everywhere you look you see them, and it's kind of like that, I think, with the band energies too.
Yeah. Does DIG Festival end up feeling a bit like not like a conference for bands, but definitely a place where bands can hear each other and I don't know, are there opportunities to collaborate at all?
We, as I am like one of the people that produces digs, like we want people to do that. We want people to go and play all together and mix it up and have fun, and that's the goal. And it's also fun to just see all your musical friends, people that you've played with in the past that you haven't seen in a while, or that sort of thing, and get out there and see the bands that, because we're out playing, you guys are out playing, and so there's few opportunities to necessarily like go see some of the people you've heard good things about.
Yeah,
So
the only
2
time we get to
weekends a
see
year.
them is when we play with them.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
So it's a
Or
treat
Dig
for us.
Fest.
We're playing with them at Dig Fest, though. I mean, it's a whole festival. You know, it's really about groove and independence, and it's all happening downtown. So it's just like we're all right there, being independently groovy, but we're collectively together downtown. Does that make sense?
So JP's talking about the Dig Fest as an opportunity for everyone to get together collectively downtown and
Independently, though.
independently
And groovily.
and collectively.
Because the groove is a very big part of Dig Fest. It's like one of the 3 pillars. You know, you have 3, like any kind of stool,
Okay.
like you get 3 pillars.
You're not on a microphone, so
Well,
nobody
but
can
there's
hear you.
Microphones all over the place. Surely, I could talk louder.
Come sit on my lap.
No, that won't be necessary.
yeah.
I'll talk towards this one.
Just pick it up
Oh, just
Yeah,
grab it.
there
pick it
you
up.
go.
Oh,
and turn it on.
okay. Yes, I can do that.
Okay. JP will now
So-
give
As
us
I
the
was-
theory on groove.
I just wanted to, in conclusion, I just wanted to say that the Dig
like to
Festival
begin
is
with
all
it.
about groove and independence and being together downtown. Those are the 3 pillars of Dig Fest, which makes it a stool for us all to sit on or stand on and look over the fence and look at everybody else.
Listen
you.
to everybody.
Listen and share.
Thanks, JP.
That's all I wanted to say.
So one of the fun things that Red Honey's been doing at shows lately, that you've been doing at shows lately, Erica, is the whip on the love is I have it written on my cheat sheet here.
Love is
On
strange.
Love
Love
is
is
And on
strange.
Bang Bang.
So
Yeah.
And going down
And I'll
south.
tell you where that all came from, if that's what you were about to ask. Where did she get the idea for that? And I'll tell you, it was my idea. I said, and it wasn't really my idea. I think, you know where we stole it from? Can I tell you where we stole it from?
We didn't steal
Okay, well,
anything.
we
You were influenced
I used to
by it.
play- I used to play with the Hellblinky Sextet, and our friend, my friend Valerie, she used to bang on a cymbal with a stick, and I think it was either her idea or my idea or Andrew's idea. One of our 3 was like, we got to get you a riding crop to do that with. And so then I told that to Erica that was going on, and she thought that was a great idea. And our old guitar player,
And you
Jacob
would-
Waller, who we miss, but we love Brad so much, he started making these cat of 9-tail whips and gave them to Erica. Whip, whip, whip. Is that the story, right?
That's the story.
That's the story.
I just got a bullwhip too last week. I'm gonna see what I can do with that.
I better shut up.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
did,
It's
The
true.
6-foot bullwhip could get interesting on stage.
Yeah, they get nervous because
I've already been hit in the face and the chest, and that was just with the 6-inch.
Yeah, but that's that's
Longer
8
than
feet in every
6 inches.
direction. You got 2 foot of arm too. I mean, that's we're gonna have to have some serious stages.
yeah, we're gonna see
Well,
what
start playing
happens.
bigger
That's like for
stages.
bigger
That's it.
bigger
Those are big
shows.
plays, yeah.
Key to the
We'll
bigger
see.
stage.
so that
Bigger
probably
whip.
won't be happening at Dig Fest because it's a little smaller stage at the one stop, but definitely something to look forward to in
Yeah.
the future.
You never can tell.
I like to wear a
And as
Devo
Mike
shirt
says, you
a
never
lot.
can tell.
It says whip it.
So before we wrap up, you guys are gonna play a song for us, right?
Yeah.
So which one?
Spread out a little bit and make a little room. Did you decide?
What do you want to do?
Oh, I don't care. Whichever. It's up to you. It's up to you, babe.
Should we do?
I love strange. Why would we do that? We already
I didn't bring the cymbal and the whip.
Oh, that's
Yeah, I don't
true.
do
Where
that.
should I go?
Do one of our original songs, please.
Should I
Okay.
go
Why
here?
Instead of the
would-
whip, you could just
why
be
would
like-
we do a song,
Yeah,
It's
a cover song? You've got so many great original songs, Erica.
that's true.
thank you.
Like,
JP has a good point.
You said maybe Paint You or Love How You Love Me. I thought either one of those would be just ducky to do in an acoustic set.
Let's do Paint You because that's
Paint You.
original.
I Love How You Love Me is not an original?
No,
Really? Who wrote that?
some sisters.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I had no idea. I thought that was your song.
The pointer ones.
Oh, it's a Pointed Sisters song?
Not the Pointer Sisters, some
Oh.
other sisters.
They do the Neutron dance, I think, right? Is that right?
As legend would have it, your soul can be caught in the moment, captured light to film. A piece of your essence, like a token of time, like a key left upon a windowsill. And I tried to capture the essence of you, the some paint and a brush just like a thief. And I could paint you like a vagabond, paint you the way I think you are, paint you like the man you wanna be. I could paint you like a hero, I could paint you like the devil, but baby you are somewhere in between. When I fell in love with you, I was still a child wrapped up in how I thought the world should be. But I fell so hard for you, let my heart break into over who you might grow up to be. And I could paint you like a vagabond, paint you the way I think you are, paint you like the man you wanna be. I could paint you like a hero, I could paint you like the devil, but baby you are somewhere in between. So I ask when you think of me, just before you fall asleep, seed plant me into your dreams. Oh, picture me in the evening light, just before the bonfire light meets up with the stars just above the trees. 'Cause you could paint me like a vagabond, paint me the way you think I am, paint me like the girl I wanna be. You could paint me like a hero, you could paint me like the devil, but maybe I am somewhere in between. As legend would have it, your soul can be caught in a moment, captured light to film. And I tried to capture the essence of you with some paint and a brush just like a thief. And I could paint you like a vagabond, paint you the way I think you are, paint you like the man you wanna be. I could paint you like a hero, I could paint you like the devil, but baby you are somewhere in between. Thank you.
Thank you, I am ABL. Thank you.
Thank you,
Internet.
Emmanuel. Thank you, Alli Marshall. Yeah.
Should we go away now? Stay tuned for
Other stuff.
Philo. Right?